Yeah, we back. We on the way to the stepstones because we beat the Sonic rings out of Iris and she decided to run away. That's how you know this is trash. We asked the mayor if they seen where she ran off to, and he told us that she ran off to the stepstones, which is where we are currently headed towards. So we arrive at the stepstones and we come across this mysterious ass Assassin's Creed looking ass nigga, and he has no hairline too. It's messed up what they be doing to y'all. But we asked him if he's seen an angry red-headed bum climb up the stepstones, and he's like, yeah, they came up here earlier, but I got a mission for you. So boom, I'm looking for this dude, and I need you to ask the people up there if they seen any outsiders come to this island beside that red-headed girl you was talking about. So we say aight, cause we was already headed up there anyways. We climbed the stepstones, and after making it to the top, we can see that there's really a town above the clouds. These niggas think they're One Piece. You're not slick. This island high key don't even look that bad. And oh shoot, I ain't know they allow frauds on this island. Yo, Iris, what's good?
What the?
So we encounter Iris on CIRRUS Island, and she's confused on why we scaled an entire mountain just to speak to her, which is honestly valid. That's just what being jobless does to people. And look at this reasoning. This dude said, I want to help uncover Revenant's secret because it's the right thing to do. Oh, jolly ass nigga. But she's like, I could use some help. So we asked her if she found any clues up here, and apparently CIRRUS Island has some relationships to Ravenna a while back, but she said that she's found nothing. However, she said she heard people talking about a guy with a strange sword stabbed through his chest get dragged down the stepstones by a group of hooded figures. So I'm like, alright, might as well find out who these people are. So we have to return to Ren and report what we found, which means we have to start free falling off the top of this and to remind you, we are so high, we are literally above the clouds right now. So we dive off the top of this mountain like we're Kratos, and once we land, we explain what we just heard up there, and Ren is like, nah, they done got my boy. You said a strange sword got embezzled into that man's stomach? That's what's called a devourer. That means they dragged Behringer down the stepstones, and that's the guy I'm looking for. Yo, what's a devourer? You worried about the wrong stuff. Look, I need to head back to CIRRUS Island and find out more about those hooded figures right now. Alright? Or it's gonna look like South here. Alright, damn. So we arrived back at CIRRUS Island to investigate more about the hooded figures, and once we cross this bridge, this dude Nero's like, I heard you talking about some hooded figures earlier. You wanna know their location? I just DM'd it to you. I heard some loud fighting over there before they dragged that one dude down the stepstones. Oh shoot, thanks gang. So now we make way to Skycliff Island on one of these skyboats so that we can beat the brakes off of these hooded figures. And once we make it there, we make way up to the top of the island, and then, is that a hooded figure I see? Dude says dang, people actually pulled up. No matter, we'll make quick work of you.
Is this nigga serious?
Quick work? Peep game real quick. Immediately start off with a fireball. Gotta make sure I get that tick damage in. Got shot with an arrow, but it does no damage. We eat those. Blast strike. And I gotta talk about how ass this looks now. Why do I just inch forward like these?
What is that?
I missed that teleport. Had me feeling like Zoro. But regardless, I hit this NPC with that Han. That's a two-piece. Hit from a great slumber. So we move on to the next. On to the next. Have a good night's rest. Oh, and don't think you were save VTEX. +1 to the sellout counter. Goofy ass animation. You need to bring back that teleport, bro. But we got a hold of one of the hooded figures' cloaks, so we head back to Ren to show him the cloak, and he's like, damn, I seen this logo before, but I can't remember where. Anyways, I appreciate the help. I gotta go find Behringer though, cause he got important info I need, so I'm out. But then we're like, hold on, bro. Do you know if the symbol related to Ravenna in any way? Cause that red-headed girl's father got taken by Ravenna, and he hasn't been seen since, and I'm trying to help her out. And he's like, damn, well, there's this One Nation library conveniently placed in the sky, so just pull up there, probably got the info you would need. So a few moments later, we pull up to the ancient library, the Myriad, to get all the answers that we need. You already know this library is certified. Look, there goes a mention of the uncontested GOAT. But since all the books are behind barriers, we have to speak to the creator of the library, Randall, who's this big ass tree, by the way. Don't even ask me how that's possible. And then this dude starts speaking telepathically to us, talking about some,
if you're wondering, I already know, and if you thought that I've been new, you're destined for greatness. You're related to like God or something, bro. You got mad potential. Anyways, I got a book down tell you about the symbol you saw on that hooded figure cloak, so here you go.
So we show Ren the book we just obtained, and he realizes why he recognized the symbol earlier, as it's the symbol of I'm sorry, I'm never doing that again. The symbol is from the group called the Order of Aesir, and their goal is to further the power of magic by any means necessary. But apparently they died out centuries ago. But since Ren is old as dirt, he remembered what the group was. And his word of advice to us is that they could be anyone and anywhere. So we gotta be careful. So Ren dips out so we can help Behringer, even though he's probably already 6 feet under. And we also leave the Myriad to inform inform that bum Iris of the information that we just learned. So we tell Iris that the hooded figures are part of the group called the Order of Aesir, and she really does not care. She just wants to know if they're related to Revenant, which I don't know. So she proposes that we ask that dude Navro if he knows any more information about the hooded figures so that we can beat the info out of them. So we go to ask Navro if he knows anything else about the hooded figures, and this dude's on straight weirdo timing, talking about some leave me alone, like I can't do him like this. But regardless, we tell him we fought some hooded figures on the island he gave us coordinates to. Tell him that there are only 3 hooded figures, and he's like,
3? There should be way more than 3. Only half of them left the stepstone, so they're probably hiding on another island. And also, there are 2 people with max aura, probably their leaders. Only one of them left, so the other one is most likely hiding on another island with the other hooded figures.
So with this new info in mind, we're now on a mission to find one of the leaders of the hooded figures and put that brother in a 50% off combo. But before we do that, we come across this dude asking for a 1v1. So I said, drop the Addy, and he did immediately. So we pull up to the location he sent us, and we wait 0 time. It was on site, and I was high-key trolling a little too much because I was missing every shot. Going 1 for 8 like Brawny. Like, what is this? Lily went up to him and dapped him up mid-fight. I'm sick. And hold on, do my eyes deceive me? Run that back for me real quick. Look! That guy is cheating! Parrying in the middle of him casting a spell. This game just wants to see me fail. But I can't lie. I'm consistently dropping trash, hitting a consistent 1 out of 3 shots. The lights were brighter than expected. And these NPCs have genuine aimbot. I need you to look at this. So I give him 2 fireballs, free of charge, on the house. Hitting with an only crescent, no twins. Into what would have been the greatest sword draw of all time. But pause! Right there! He's even looking at me. Will I still get pulled? Why? This game's finna piss me off, bro. But at the end of the day, I still handle business. I turned that man to charcoal. His remains are nowhere to be found. And I'm not gonna lie, this was some good exercise. Came out of that battle unscathed. I just happened to be him. But now that we're finished with that side quest, it's finally time. We take our skyboat and search through the fog for where the rest of the order is located for my respectful fate. And soon we find the island in the distance. But first I hopped on this mini island for some loot, and then... Yes, sir! That's a 1 in 6,000 chance. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this for real. Should I just give this away? I'm gonna do my research on this later. Let's get back to the video. Like if you haven't already, let's go. So we arrive at the Jin ruins where all the order are currently hiding out. And this looks like it could be like a what? A 2v1? Come on, man. That's 2v1.
Yo, who the fuck is this nigga?
I got jumped in LA by some pussy ass nigga.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Now that that's taken care of, we run up the slope and find this dude turned around staring at nothing, trying his hardest to look tough. You are intimidating. In fact, we're deducting aura from you, gang. You're an aura deck. But we dash in front of him so that he isn't staring in that air. And he starts talking the utmost crazy, talking about some, who are you, bro? A seer selling rat? Perhaps an Azure envoy? Either way, you're cooked. I pop niggas like you. I whoop niggas like you. Niggas already know how we get down. The order already captured Barringer, and now we're about to have not 1, but 2 new sea curses. Damn, I told you way too much, but it shouldn't matter. You're not leaving here alive. But then I had to take that personally, cause who not leaving alive? Me? Nah, you not leaving alive. Hey, and peep how I hit this dude a singular time, yet he's already rushing to get his mini shield off. That don't work. Now you're back at where you started, and I'm high-key dealing damage to this dude. He tries to rain down arrows on me, but his aim is abysmal. He did not hit a singular arrow, so he dashes at me and he gets a good hit off. But I parry him on the second, and I decide to gift him with the sun before getting immediately blitzed. Why is he feeding for a combo so badly? What's up with him? But he starts to power up and hits the classic, you fool, I wasn't even using my full power. Like, if you don't shut your lame ass up. Damn, my bad. I was unfamiliar with your game. Alright, bro. Now you're just being extra. You are not Thor. You are not Electro. And I just peeped that you healed again. You're not slick. But he starts trying to hit supercharged combos on me. And he's genuinely spamming everything in his arsenal. Like, just look at him. He throws a thunder spear at me. And then he tries to hit me with a thunderbolt. And he misses both shot attempts. So I introduce him to this 2-piece. He dashes away. But I got chased down artists on Hall of Fame. I'm already there. And then we hit this cold ass exchange. Like, he heals some of his health, but it's already over. These twin crescents put that brother on life support, and then I had to end it with a... Oh, nah, he got put on his back. But now that we've defeated Ilias, we go to investigate him so he can answer all of our questions. And I don't know why he's talking immediate crazy. You're not like that, bro.
You went live and said you pop niggas. You don't pop niggas. You went live and said you whoop niggas.
Really, nigga?
You don't whoop niggas. You went live and said niggas know how you get down.
I mean, I guess we do know how you get down. Down on the ground like you need to use a self-revive. Talk about I'm a nobody. Then who are you? And after telling him this, he genuinely just starts telling us everything, down to the last minute detail. Talking about some, who am I? I'm a noble from Ravenna. I'm not even in the order, but I was trying to join them by assisting on this mission. I wasn't the only person sent here to capture Berenger. There was another Baron sent too. I don't know where they took Berenger, but he's probably dead. I won't hold you. Oh yeah, I mentioned sea curses earlier. Let me give you an entire breakdown of what sea curses are. Oh, you're wondering what a devourer is? Here, I just googled the definition. Like my dog! He's giving out all this info for free. No fries, no burger. He's doing all this with a smile on his face. He's doing it for the love of the game. He generally gave us so much info. I don't even know if I can fit all in it without having to put Subway Surfers gameplay at the bottom. Because I know y'all attention spans are fried. But sea curses are actually pretty important. If you want to know more about them, go watch this dude's video. He explains it pretty well. But if you aren't doing all that, just know that they're basically Team Devil Fruits. But we asked Ilias if he can tell us which sea curse Berenger knows about. And he said, hell no, I can't tell you about that. Like he hasn't already snitched on all of his homies. But we're given the option to either spare or kill. Damn, hold on, let me finish speaking. So that's basically it. We give Iris all the information Ilias told us, and she adds on to it, telling us that he wasn't capping and that he is a Ravenna noble, and that he also had close relations to the king of Ravenna, King Calvus, which confirms that the order and Ravenna are related. We also tell her that they captured the bleeding man she heard about earlier because he knows the location of a powerful sea curse, and she's like, we gotta track him down. We? Like Nintendo we? Got me all the way messed up. But in the end, we gotta help her out regardless. So I suggest that we split up to search for Berenger. She said she's going to Silverhold and I gotta go to Sailor's Lodge. And that's about it. This is my longest yap, so 12 minutes is crazy. Thank y'all for 1270. Shout out to you. And we're covering Fort Talos next. Comment your favorite story part below because I'm trying to see your opinions. And I'll catch y'all boys later.